What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Glad to be back with you guys on this beautiful Tuesday. Waiting for everybody to come on in, check in. We're streaming from a lot of different platforms, so I'm just giving it a second. I'm very excited about my guest tonight. He is an old friend. He's an amazing dancer, choreographer, and now businessman. So, but I'm excited to catch up with him, with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, we all learned something today. I know we're going to learn some stuff today because I have some things planned in my head for you, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, let's, without further ado, bring my guest on. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Mr. Jon Dantzler. And there he is,
What
my
it do?
boy.
What it do?
There he is.
How's it
Now,
going?
some of you might recognize Mr. Jon from some of his work. He's an amazing dancer slash choreographer. He was on Step Up 2. Let's put up all the movie posters this man was in. I was gonna say, boy, you're a man now, but we were hanging out as boys.
You're right. The good old days.
So Jon's been in a lot of movies as a dancer slash choreographer, and he was Smiles from Step Up 2, right? Is that correct? Is that what it was?
That was correct. That is correct.
I got that. See, I still remember all this stuff, man.
You do.
Let's put up these movie posters real quick. I want to show the people what he's done, what he's been working on. Step Up 2. Tell me about Step Up 2. Was this one of your favorites?
I'm not gonna hold you. It was
okay.
One of my favorites.
Okay, that one was a tough one. That one was a tough one.
Well, I thought about it because this was the second role I've ever done. The first role was Stomp the Yard. So with this one, I actually got to be a goofy clown, which is perfect.
more of your personality in that one.
Absolutely, yeah. John Chu actually developed the characters around us from an interview he had one-on-one with us. Wow. So it developed in that way. Yeah, because John Chu was brand new.
So you had to be like, that was a pretty close-knit casting then, right? Like, I mean, because they built the character around you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you don't really hear that often.
No. I think that's what made it so special, because it didn't go far. He was like open to who we were as people, and he allowed us just to be. And he was figuring it out, and we all figured it out together, and that's what made it magical, I believe.
I feel you. Let's get into what's the next movie we have up here. Step Up 3D.
Oh, Step Up 3D.
Was this still the same character?
It was still the same character.
You know what I like? I like that Moose kid. Moose.
Everybody loves Moose. Everybody.
How was Moose in real life?
He was amazing. He was he was awesome. Super talented, and his father was with him on set, and his father is amazing too. Yes, he gets a thumbs up. No, he was awesome, and he's just really talented. And I feel like he took a break from the industry because it was a lot of "we love Moose," and he was just like, thank you. What am I supposed to do?
Everybody loved Moose. He was such a big character on all the Step Up shows, like, because he was like the little brother, or like the young one that like everybody was rooting for. Like, you know, like you got the good looking guy that has a girl, but you know, then you got Moose. It's like kind of skinny looking dweeby kid, and you know, like everybody's kind of like pulling for him. You know, like we want him to get the girl and be the dancer. Yeah,
right. He's relatable. Super
and
relatable.
So somebody said Step Up 3 was the best one of all the Step Ups. What do you think about that, Jon?
I love that for them. I think they all were great. I think they all were great. I feel like the Step Up 3D was filmed in New York, so it's special to my heart because I'm from the South Bronx, the South Bronx. So yeah, I can see that.
You ever talk to Tweet Boogie anymore?
It was her birthday last month. Yes. I wished her a happy birthday. And her son's got
Yeah,
so big.
I know. Yeah, I know. I see, and she like takes them everywhere.
Right.
I
She
guess you
does.
have to do that, right? Because they're your kids, right?
Yeah.
So they
I mean,
got yeah,
right.
they got to come with you. Oh, okay.
Maybe. It's a good way for them to learn the industry.
And let's see let's pull up the next movie that we have that my man was in here. Ooh, Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis, Friends with Benefits. So you did this. So what did you do in this film?
I was one of the dance captains and also dancers in the film. And my task was to teach 100, 200 everyday people how to dance in 10 seconds. Yeah,
So then you can help me.
I
What
could,
did you
of
have to
course.
teach? What did you have to teach?
There was like a small routine that we all learned prior to. And I'm nervous about that. Uh, prior to, we all learned it. And then when we got on set, we were in charge of taking large groups and teaching them the routine. And it was an easy 8.5 count that they had to repeat over and over and over and over again. But they wanted camera time, and so they were like they were a little aggressive. But it was great. It was great. It was a good time.
What was it that you taught him? What was the moves that you taught him? What was it called?
It was an 8 count. So it was like
8
a 1,
count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. No, you're too close. Back up. It was like one of those.
Well, you were dancing so fast that your Wi-Fi's tripping out because your moves are so fast. It'd be hard for any everyday people to follow this.
Oh, you got it. Look.
What was that movie you're telling me? What was the one that you said to the touch?
Step
What was it
touch.
called? Step touch.
The step
Step touch.
touch. Uh-huh.
How do you do the step touch?
You want me to get out of this chair?
No. Let's see. Like, I want to learn it right here, right? Because this is about all I'm good with
You want to be
dancing
in this
wise is
box?
like right here.
Right in this box?
Like I could get in it, and you don't
Easy.
know what my legs are doing because I don't really know what to do with my legs.
Right. Pan the camera. Pan the camera down. So this is actually a body roll, a side and down the stomach, and a side and down the stomach. Even if the camera is delayed a little bit, it's still easy for people to learn, Side and roll. There you go. Side and roll. Bang.
Side and roll. Boom. What's next? I'm ready. What's next?
Oh, so we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're booked. You nailed
Oh
it.
my god. So, but that like, did you get to meet Justin and Mila? Like, did you get to? Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We filmed in Times Square and in Grand Central Station in New York. In New York.
So no issue this time. Oh, okay. I guess they're having trouble with your camera. I can't see you clearly for some reason.
I see me clearly.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's delayed maybe a little bit, but actually I see you clearly on the YouTube. So maybe it'll work.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Since we are
You see you
streaming
clear.
everywhere.
We are streaming everywhere. This is live, and this is the new Step Up 5 audition. And no, it's not. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. And so we had a couple more films that you did. Let's get back into the films.
Okay.
Ooh, Imago.
I don't know what, where, but that's the rain scene from Step Up 2.
Oh, Step Up 2. Oh, I see. Oh, see. Oh,
Imago?
you know what? Imago.
Imago?
I thought it was just a brand new movie with the same cast that was in it, and it was maybe it was like a bootleg that was filmed in Korea or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we can go with
So,
yes,
so
man.
I don't know if you know this, Lejean, but I've been doing a few music videos myself. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm a
really?
part of a little group. We like to call ourselves the 90-Day Bad Boys. And what we do is we do like different covers and parody videos. I don't know if you've been able to see them yet,
I have
but let me
not.
tell you, they're amazing. And I brought one for you so that you can rate the dancing, okay? Because I know that you're an amazing dancer, choreography. And so I want you to rate this video that I'm about to show you that me and the boys put together. You ready for
Okay,
it?
I'm ready for it. Dun,
I don't
dun,
know if you are. I don't know if you are, but we are going to see.
dun.
Do we have a little video to show? There we go. Oh my God. Here we go.
Well,
Oh, I can't hear
okay.
it. Can't hear it. We need music.
I'm
It's
nervous.
not working.
It is working. I see it.
Okay.
Oh, with the finger. Okay. Oh, bring it in. Oh, oh. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we don't have the music to it,
Okay.
but it's an amazing track. Oh, oh, here we go. Oh,
Feel the very laughter. You want me to cry, and you can have it like this. You can say it like me. You can treat it like me. You can live like me. You can give me what you need. You can do you.
all right. I think he's seen enough. Well, so that was a cover that we did of Nobody by Keith Sweat. What'd you think of that, man? What'd you think of the dancing there? Okay, okay. Speechless. Speechless. It left you speechless. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we're gonna lose LeJohn. I got you. I got you. I got you. So we're gonna lose LeJohn for 1 sec. He's gonna come out and come back in. But let me tell you, that video was fire. I hope all you guys enjoyed that. That was a little preview of little thing that we do with the 90 Day Bad Boys. And we have a lot more music videos coming up, and I'm gonna see what LeJean thinks about this dancing that I've been doing, and have him rate me. So yeah, technical difficulties, but you know what, we just roll with the punches here since we're live. And does anybody have any questions or requests or anything that maybe I can do some stand-up comedy while we're waiting? Let me try it. Let me try my bit. I don't know any. So how do I know LeJean? Well, I met LeJean at a production out in Hollywood, and him and Tweet Boogie were hired as choreographers to teach all of the talent that we had, actual choreography and the dance for this big production that we were doing. So he was like the lead choreographer as well as Tweet Boogie. And that's how I met LeJean. And then I got to see that he was on Step Up, and I really like all the Step Up movies. Like, I was always a fan of it. So all right, we got you back. I was about to do a stand-up comedy bit.
Well, you were frozen, and I was like doing the Millie Rock over here. It was like, do it, 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 do it. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I loved it though. It was
What'd
like
you
the Millie
think?
Rock.
What did you think of our video? I know you only got to see some of it. Did you get to see it?
No, I I saw the whole thing.
Because we can save it and send it to you so you can watch it over and over. I mean, just so you can maybe use it for like
And
a teaching tool, or
okay,
anything that yeah.
yeah,
you know
yeah, I'm gonna give you a solid 8.5.
Hey, I will take an 8.5. I will take an 8.5. Yeah. And they were asking me, how do I know you? And I told the
Right.
story of how we met from the production, how you were hired to teach upcoming dancers and talent that we had, choreography, you and Tweet Boogie.
Oh
Good old
yeah,
Tweet Boogie.
my Tweet Boogie. Yes, the good
And
old.
yeah, and they saw my moves and they were like, yo, this guy has something special.
Right. It's true. I feel like Josh. I feel like if you committed to it even more, it would be you would be out of this world.
You know what? I feel the same damn thing, Lejean. Let me tell you, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm a Ferrari parked in a garage, and I'm just waiting for somebody just let me start it up and hit the open road and go. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. I feel
Who
like just
knows?
a little bit more, and you're solid, because they wouldn't see it coming. They would be like, "What the?" Just a little bit more, and you're like golden. You
I
and
got
the
it.
team.
Me and the team. Yeah, maybe maybe we should, when we're in Florida, we should do a video. Maybe we should do a real step up video. That would be a fun thing to do, like a step up parody. I like
We
this
should.
idea. We're
This is
getting somewhere.
yeah. I mean, why not? I mean,
You might need to take like a full extra day with just me to teach me some of these moves though, man. Because
well, honestly, that's when I choreograph for artists. That's what usually happens. We take the artist to the side and we drill it into them before the dancers come on set, before the dancers come into rehearsal. So yeah, you are an artist, and so we would treat you as such.
much appreciated, sir. Much appreciated, sir. There's a question here. For how was it like working? How was it like working with Cassie on Step Up 2? She's the reason I watched.
I love
So how was
Cassie.
it like working with Cassie?
Well, the okay, Cassie's my favorite, right? Here we go, guys.
We get
Cassie's
all
my
the
favorite.
tea. We're getting all the
I
tea with this interview.
I actually worked with Cassie on before the movie for Official Girl, her music video Official Girl. I helped co-choreograph that number, and she's absolutely a sweetheart. She looks like a goddess, but she's super, super down to earth. You know how like beautiful girls are like sometimes seems like they're out of reach or like they're stuck up. She was absolutely the opposite. Super,
Wow.
super down to earth. Super, super cool, super, super chill, super pleasant to be around, honestly.
That's dope.
So yeah.
So did you have any other projects with her after that show, or did you keep in
uh,
touch?
we kept in touch for a while. Um, she did she was supposed to do a Janet Jackson tribute for YouTube of her doing a routine. And then after that, she kind of like disappeared.
Well, we won't get into why, but yeah.
Right. Right. We won't get into why, but she took a break.
Too soon for that. It's too soon to get into why.
That's another late night, late.
Yeah, that's the version that's the band version that we would be on there on that one. Yeah.
Right.
Lejean, you're from the Bronx.
The South Bronx.
South Bronx. He is from the South Bronx. I'm from the South North Bronx. It's like right in the middle of it. No, I'm not from the Bronx. I'm a West Coast kid, man. I'm a West Coast kid, Hollywood, all the way.
All the way, all day, every day.
But I've been spending a lot of time in New York lately because I've actually been filming. Yeah, I've been filming out there a lot, and I love to visit. I just don't know if I would want to live there. I mean, maybe if I was like a single, like didn't have kids or like, anything to like anything to do. I mean, not to do, but I guess dad responsibilities, then maybe.
I feel like at least a year, maybe one day. I feel like New York changes you in a good way. A lot of the productions are filmed out there, and theater is there. So you get to dip and put your toe in a lot of different areas in New York. And I feel like New York prepares you to do everything everywhere.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember for the longest time you were always busy out there in New York, and you were traveling a lot. You were doing, a lot with entertainment.
Uh-huh. I was from New York. Surprising, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I thought that you were like trying to decide between like moving to Los Angeles or New York at one time. Is that right?
You're right. You've got a good memory, sir. You've got a good memory. I ended up moving to Los Angeles.
You were in Los Angeles. That's right. You were there for a while, and then you went to New York.
Then I went to Thailand.
Thailand?
Yes.
How long did you live in Thailand?
I lived in Thailand, in Bangkok, for a year and like 4 months.
I was actually just in Bangkok recently.
Really?
I was. I did like this trip around the entire world. I went to Australia. I went to 3 different cities in Australia, then to Vietnam, then to Bangkok. Which was beautiful. I loved Bangkok. Like we got to like ride on the boats and see the sunset, and it was really cool being there, and I felt like everybody was really nice. The food was great. I had some amazing pad thai from this place that was on like the Food Channel. It was really good. It's really good.
The Food Channel?
Yeah, hey,
So
that's what I do.
commercial.
What was on the oh my gosh, I just saw these questions come in and they're a little sketchy. All right, but let's see. Let's get back into it here. Josh could be an amazing dancer. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Brandy.
Agreed.
How long have you been dancing, Lejean? What are tips when teaching people to dance? What is the best way people can learn choreography?
That's a great question. I've been dancing since I fell out the womb. I naturally started dancing as a child, and then eventually that turned into me training and then having a career in it. Second part of the question, I think you have to be patient with people, because dance is really, really an extroverted thing, and a lot of people are self-conscious about the way they look, and it doesn't unlock their gifts. So you have to be really, really patient with people. It's starting from the basics and building a foundation upon each step, right?
Yeah.
You crawl before you walk, and it sometimes gets intimidating when you are not.
It's scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's scary. And then also like when dancing too, I feel like it's really like it's tough, you know what I mean? Like it's cutthroat. Like you mess up or like you do something and like everybody's looking at you and then you feel some type of way because you messed up, the choreography or whatever. And I feel like it's very challenging, like to be like make sure you stay on task.
Well, it's the same thing with acting, eh? Because
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's kind of like acting, like going into an acting class. You know what I mean? Like getting your lines right. I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean it is pretty much kind of the same thing. Because I've been in acting classes before, where like I see them, do some lines, and I'll be like, dude, I cannot do that. I'm not gonna go up there.
Right. And it's interesting because it's the thing we love, and sometimes we're afraid to express it because of our own judgment. It's our own stuff, because no one beat you over the head when you were learning how to walk as a child, right? You crawled before you started to fall and tumble, and then you eventually started to walk. And I think all of those principles apply to everything in life, whether it be arts, business, this, that, it all ties in. So you have to have patience with yourself.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of patience. I have a lot of patience too. You should watch my show, and you see how much patience I have. I know you're just finding out that I'm on TV, but I'm on TV a lot, and you should really see what I'm dealing with over there, because it's crazy.
Is it?
Crazy. It is.
Why is it crazy?
Well, we can't really talk about it because it's still airing and I'm under contract, but
Yay.
We definitely need to have an off-camera conversation for sure. I'll catch you up. All right,
Please do.
let's get back. Let's get back. What are tips when teaching people to dance? Like, what are some of your tips, like when teaching somebody choreography that you find useful for yourself to get that point across?
What I usually do if it's like a beginner, I start with rhythm and sounds, right? So I have people copy a sound because I started in my youth as a stepper, like fraternity stepping, like
Okay.
stepping first, and that turned into dance. And so what I do is I teach people how to listen for rhythm first and foremost before we get into the steps. So that's how I layer the cake. So it's like a follow along. Yes, with the head, nod, yes. Things like that. And then I slowly like turn up the notch, slowly and slowly, more and more and more. But you have to know where a person is in order to get them to the next level, because people are not aware of their bodies. And dance, you have to be in your body.
Yeah, you know what, man? I've always looked up to you for that, because it's like I do love to dance.
Yeah, you do.
And you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. But you know, you're always in control of your body, like, you know, your chest, your legs, your feet. You know what I mean? Like everything, and that's what I think I find the most challenging is like all of it together. You know?
Right. Well, I mean, you have to be present in the moment. All of the judgment is the judgment, eh? We're our own worst critic. So if you're in the moment, be in the moment. It's subjective. People will love it and people will hate it. But as long as you love it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And what is the best way to remember like choreography? Like, what is the best way to like
Repetition.
get all those steps?
I would say repetition. Also, there's like a psychological or something where your brain, when you like mirroring, if you keep looking at it over and over, you'll start to like automatically start to do it in that way. And just like with acting, audio notes of the lines, and then just as you're jogging, as you're driving the car, listen to it over and over and over and over again. It's just repetition, honestly.
Okay. I recently did a video for we did the cover of Bye Bye Bye. And I had to learned the choreography. Like I played on YouTube like how to do the Bye 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 dance.
Yeah.
And I was literally practicing that one portion that I did for hours.
Yep.
It's crazy. I think I got it down, but I'll have to show you the video later. Or you have to go see the videos. They're wild, man. They're wild. All right. Let's get into another question, Jon. What's been your favorite experience you have worked on in the industry? What's been your favorite experience in the industry?
That's a great question. My favorite experience. I think honestly, traveling the world with dance and learning different cultures and meeting different people, that's been like the most rewarding. The work transcended into meeting people around the world.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like just to see other people and they're like, "Oh my gosh!" and I'm just like, "What? It's just me." I don't know what it is. Like people would stop me in the street in like Thailand, in Vietnam, and be like, "I know you. You're Smiles," and I'm like, "What? This is insane. This is insane. Like what?" People on the train station. So it's just like, it's awesome that art can travel so far and so powerfully. I think that's the most. I love people. So
yeah, you're a people person. You're a man of the people. I gotta say, you have amazing charisma.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Body roll, touch.
Body roll.
You got it. You got it. But
I always resort to like the Michael Jackson head bob, like
Listen, it doesn't go out of style. It doesn't go out of style.
All right.
Ever.
Let's get back into this here. Oh, that one I cannot read.
Oh,
Okay.
is it bad? You should read it.
Well, it's asking if I went to a specific place in Thailand that is questionable, and I don't think I did. No, I would have to
Yeah,
say
you
no.
did. The Lifetime, the Lifetime chef.
The Lifetime. I went. Yes, I saw the best. I saw the best. Wait, what?
Pad Thai.
Oh no, I had the best pad Thai. It was amazing. The service was great, and like the waiter, he was so comical, and like he spoke English very well because it was I guess maybe it was like more of a tourist spot. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Kira is asking. Kira is on here. Hey, Kira, how are you? Kira, she makes some really cool pictures of me, and I appreciate her. She's a really cool homie fan, and yeah. What up, Kira? What up? What up, Lejean? You got some hearts from Lejean. There we go. All right. When in an audition that requires dance, how accurate does the dance have to be?
I'm gonna say, because you're a professional, that's a good question. They want to see you that you're able to execute the choreography the way it was taught, but they also want to see you in it, if that makes sense. They want to see that special thing that you have. But because it may be a tour or you're behind an artist, it's uniformity. It's uniformity. So
yeah, I tell you what, I would be scared as hell going into a dance audition. You know,
they're scary.
Acting, I could do it. You know, I could do acting. I could do it all. But like, when it comes down to like dance, I mean, I'm telling you, man, because I've done some dances. Like I do the one where like you kind of jump back and like you kind of roll on the ground, and I popped my chin a couple times doing that. So you know, what happens if I did that in an audition? You know, I had a little
adrenaline would take over, and you would get up and keep moving, right? You
with a mark on my chin. I had a mark on my chin right there because I hit the floor.
Yeah, the dance auditions are pretty intense, but if you've taken the time to train, then you should be prepared for it, okay? Because that's why people take classes over and over and over and over again, to build up that muscle, that by the time you get in there, you should look camera ready, and you should have a change of clothes, because you will sweat out. You will sweat out your clothes. Then you can just be present and in the moment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure it does. 100%. 100%. How like on a big project, how much are you dancing? Like through, let's say, in the week, you know something's coming up. It's a big so a big project. How much are you preparing for that? Because you have to give your body time to rest, right?
Yeah, like a day or two. Like a day or two. I feel like it's nonstop, and I feel like it's a sport. It's just like breaking. It's just like anything else. You have to eat the F1 racers, and I'm a fan. I'm a stan. Go Hamilton. You have to keep practicing and fine-tuning your skills. I'm obsessed with F1, by the way. But honestly speaking, you train every day, Monday through Friday.
Every day. What about your feet? Don't your feet get crazy? Like, don't they hurt? I mean, you losing toenails? What's going on here?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have to take care. You have to go get massages, and you have to stretch. Yeah. And that's on a Sunday usually, right?
Yeah. Jeez.
No?
See, I don't know, man. I don't know. What choreographer do you look up to?
That's a great question too. Oh, that's a great question.
Great questions,
Okay, so
everybody. You guys are
now
doing really good.
currently Paris Global. Paris, who just did Lady Gaga's Abracadabra.
Ah,
I'm into Paris. She's been doing the Victoria's Secret fashion shows. Who else am I into? Hi Hat, who used to choreograph for Missy Elliott, Jamal Sims, Luther Brown, Laurianne
and
Gibson.
have you worked with all of them yet, or?
I have.
That's crazy. Were you ever on tour like with a singer or artist?
I was on tour with LOL with a group called Nina Sky.
Meet the Sky?
I hate that. Nina Sky. Move
Oh,
your body,
Nina Sky.
girl, makes the fellas go. The way you ride. I was on tour with them for a while.
Really?
And yeah, we toured that song everywhere, and after all the traveling, I was like completely burnt out and just went into a hiding spot and just stood there for years because I was completely burnt out from the one song. Move
That's
your
crazy.
body, girl. By Nina Sky.
Do you still listen to it?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, dog. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And who is your favorite like besides me, obviously, but who is your favorite person to work with and why, as far as dancing goes?
I would say Jamal Sims. And Jamal Sims is Jamal Sims and Dave Scott, but I'm gonna go Jamal Sims. Jamal Sims has this warmness to him and old school flavor to his choreography. And he's just like an awesome person to be around. And I see why he's a guest on RuPaul's Drag Race. You know, like I can see it, I understand, because you always want to be around Jamal because he's so cool. And he helped give me this experience of Step Up too.
Oh, that's cool. So he was like the plug.
Yeah, he was the plug. He was the main choreography. Even though I had to audition, folks. Don't get it crazy. I had to audition. It was rough.
No, I know you can move, brother. I know you can move. Well, so let's see. Was there a time you said, "This is for me," and just make it happen? Did you know that this was your place in the world? This is who I am, so it just happens. Let me see if I can reread this here. Was there a time that you said, "This is for me," and just make it happen? Did you know this was your place in the world?
Sold. Now I understand 100%. So I started dancing in after school programs. And so from those after school programs, it just so happens that the kid from the Bronx found out that, oh, you can get paid to do this thing that you love so much. And being around that environment and that energy, I was like, oh my God, this makes sense. Because I'm the only one psycho going from the Bronx all the way to Manhattan to take classes at Broadway Dance Center. I'm the only one out of my group. And it just made sense. And if I hadn't, how do you say? I understood that this was a gift and I leaned into it rather than walking away from it. So I knew.
That's cool.
Even still to this day, people are like, why are you not dancing? Why are you not dancing? What are you doing? I'll pop out a little bit and people are like, what the? And I'm just like, I know, guys, I know, but just give me a minute. But it's just like, it's just a thing that I have. And I knew that the universe wanted me to do it.
Yeah. Well, you're great at it. You're great at it. Like how often are you dancing now? How often are you dancing now?
Ooh, okay, so TikTok challenge. Let me see. Let me see. Because the TikTok challenges keep me young. They keep me moving. It's my form of exercise. No, I dedicated this year to do more of that.
You did. Was that part of your 2025?
It is, because I feel
Well,
like
you know what? That's what I do is I like to make things happen. You know what I mean? If you say like you want to look, hey, let's make a dance video. Let's do a dance video with the Bad Boys and really jump up the choreography and have you a part of it. I like this.
Listen, it would be sickening.
I could be Moose.
Oh, okay. We could get you there. It'll take a year and a half. No, you can do it. You can do it. You see,
is he like super talented as a dancer?
He's like one of those kids that was just gifted, and I feel like a lot of his, to me, viewing him, a lot of his inspiration came from Michael Jackson, which is like also one of my inspirations, and so yeah, he was like one of those kids that were just born to do it. And even Chris Scott, who's the choreographer for what is it? The Wizard? What is the Wizard? What is the Wizard? What's the Wizard of Oz movie? What is it? Oz? The new one? Wicked.
Wicked. Oh, yeah. I didn't see that one.
Christopher Scott, who was in Step Up 2 with me and Moose, he's the choreographer for the Wizard of Oz, the Wiz.
That's crazy.
Wicked.
That's
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah.
The Wiz.
Wicked.
The Wiz.
The Wiz. That's the one. You see it jumping out the Wiz. Michael Jackson. Diana Ross.
What is your favorite genre to dance to?
Ooh, I'm gonna say hip hop. It's hip hop for me. It's hip hop. Even though hip hop music has changed dramatically, it's still one of my favorite genres, and like pop music. We love a good pop music. We love we love all that too. So those two, to answer your question.
Do you what about Chris Brown? Do you think Chris Brown's a phenomenal dancer? Do you think he's just, I mean, okay. You have some feelings about this.
Gifted. He's another one, gifted. He fell out the womb being like, no, and people are like, what is that? And then he can also sing. So like I try to tell everybody, whether you're acting, whether you're dancing, to add another element to your craft so that you become like a monster. Because it's okay if you just do one thing, that's great. But I feel like now, especially with AI coming and all that stuff, the more you know that you have in your tool belt, the better you'll be in the future. Chris Brown is out of this world.
So that brings me to my next question is, what if we did a Chris Brown video? How hard do you think it would be to teach us Chris Brown moves?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it would be on 11. It would be at 11.
Have you ever do you ever do that, like as like a dancer, like the Chris Brown No Guidance song? Like I love the choreography he does in that, that song with Drake. Do you ever do that? Like, do you ever like, get in there and do that? Like watch the video and then put it in play?
No, I do not. I should, I don't.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? If I had your moves, I would be dancing all over the house all the time. Just be like,
right. See, the thing about it is, YouTube is like evil when it comes to copyrights, and I love you, YouTube. I love you, but everything is copyright. So you will spend hours filming and sweating, and then you're going to put it on YouTube, and it's like blocked. You're like, oh, thanks, guys. We love you. Copyright.
Well, we've actually like we've been covering like all these songs, and we haven't really ran into any issues except in Russia. In Russia, we're banned, unfortunately.
Oh no! Not Russia.
I'm banned in Russia. Yeah. Well, that's how bad we are. We're banned in Russia.
Stop.
We're some real bad boys. We are banned in Russia. Let me tell you.
You are.
I can't go over there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with you guys, even if you incorporate dance, it will transcend your acting, your everything that you do. It'll transcend it if you give it a little bit more zhuzh, a little bit more nurturing. It'll change your world. Honestly,
I really like this idea. I like this idea. I think we should do a dance, like a legit dance video with you.
you should.
I mean, some of our videos have over 2 million views.
Well, I can believe it. Yeah, I can believe it.
So we got to come up with a good video that would be good. Maybe Usher, maybe maybe Chris Brown or something like that. I feel like if we were gonna incorporate you, it'd need to be challenging. Like it'd have to be like a Chris Brown type, because I feel like I can get Usher a little bit better than I could probably get Chris Brown.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like you can do both. I feel like you guys will be able to do both. It's just the amount of practice that you put into it. And it wouldn't be the whole song. Right?
No, yeah. No,
Right.
like we'd have like a portion where we want to,
A breakdown.
I like it. A breakdown. We normally do like a minute 30 of the song, unless it's like extra. We actually have a song coming out pretty soon that's almost over 2 minutes long, but it's very cinematic, and it's like there's Lamborghinis involved. I mean, it's crazy. So I don't want to say too much, but I like this idea. I think we should think of a Chris Brown song and we should execute it together, and like we would be there just hitting it,
killing it. I mean, people dun, dun. I feel like people underestimate dance, and what's interesting is that Megan Thee Stallion and other artists have ridden the wave of TikTok dance, and people still I hear people on TikTok being like, "Oh, I'm not on here to dance. I'm not." I'm like, look at the amount of views that come from dancers on TikTok. I don't think we need to downplay it, guys.
Yeah.
People downplay it.
I was reading some of these comments. Sorry. Brandy wants to see Chris Brown. I like it. I think that we should plan this. We'll come to you. We'll come out to Orlando, and we have to put something together. I think it'd be fun if you're down.
I'm down. It's
Dope.
2025. That's the goal.
It's 2025. We're saying yes to more things. That's what we're doing, right?
Yes, and.
So are you? And so now you're working you're more into business, right? Like you've been kind of checking out on dance, doing it occasionally, getting into now business.
That is correct.
What was that transition? What made you think that?
Ooh, look at the phone. Said, that was perfect. My introduction. For a while, I was working at a nonprofit, and I recognized that in that nonprofit, being in that community, there's a constant need, right? We provided free mental health counseling, food, testing, you name it.
Still a man of the people. Look at that. Always just a man of the people, always helping. You've always been very helpful. Like, you've always been a teacher in a sense. You know, it's good. It's good.
So being in that world opened up my eyes, and the way in which the economy is going, I was like, if I'm going to jump into something, I'm going to jump into finances. Finances make the most sense for me. And there's not enough of financial literacy in our communities, unfortunately. And I honestly want to write the checks to the nonprofits. And when you're working in it, you can't. There's just no way.
Yeah,
it's just no way.
When you write the checks, do you go like this?
Oh, yes. And I give them a hug. We take a picture, and then I'm out of there.
Do you spin out and do like a out there?
Yeah, they'd be like, "Get him out of here." Yeah, because a lot of people now people know that I was in all those movies and work with all those artists, but I usually keep it on the low. I don't know why. But now
Why? I feel
there's
like you should, like, I feel like that is a bigger platform for you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because it is powerful. Like, it is a power play that, like, you have worked that hard and you were there. Like, that's like the top. It's the top that you can get, in my opinion, as far as like, like getting into shows and movies and everything that you did. So
yeah.
I would embrace it, my brother. I would
Right,
embrace your gifts.
right, right. 2025, guys. Therapy
2025.
session.
We're brainstorming business ideas as we speak. That's that's what I do, is what I'm great at. Like, okay, how are we going to get this out to the world? Bad Boys and LeJean doing Chris Brown.
Right.
Done.
Right, because people need it after seeing all the chaos that's going on in the world. For sure. For sure.
You know what? You know what we should do is like, no, never mind.
Well,
I'm not going to go down that road. Well, so what we do is we do actually do, actually, I think I'm going to move on it, but like we do like a lot of live tutorials on this platform called Spotlight. And like we have acting, modeling, singing, dancing. We have agents come on. There's a magazine attached to it.
Nice.
That's the platform we're on tonight, is Spotlight. If you're on here watching this, make sure you sign up, because we got some amazing things on Spotlight and some amazing artists, agents, and we can even audition for agencies on this platform. So it's been really
That's dope.
a really cool thing. But I was thinking, next time we do the next round of like our video tutorials for our audience, so we should do a dance, and maybe if you're up for it, we have you come out to Hollywood and put something together.
I would love to do that for you guys, for sure. I feel like the world needs more art, right? The world needs more joy.
I agree with you 100%, man. That's actually why we do these videos, because it's like, it brings joy. People like it. I like when people smile, or if we can make somebody's day brighter from these videos that we do, then we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah. See, is it gonna work? Let's see. Will it work? Whoa!
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
That
awesome. Was straight off. I should just be a hip hop artist. I think I could just be spit lines. No, I don't know where I'm going with that. But I do want to schedule some stuff. Like, I think that'd be really cool. I think we should really think about it, and we should we'll come to you. We'll come to Orlando. We'll put something really fun together. We'll bring our video team out there and do some Chris Brown. Now we just got to pick the right song.
Right. There's so many good ones too.
Of Chris Brown. Yeah, for sure. So I want to thank you, my brother, for coming and joining me tonight and chatting with me about your passion about dance. Like, it was just really good to just catch up with you, because I haven't talked to you in so long. So this is like my FaceTime of like catching up to you, but in a public forum.
Right. Of course. Of course.
Hey, let's chat. Let's jump on this live and have everybody watch it.
Right. We love you, everybody. No, it's been a pleasure.
But thanks for taking the time, man, and just talking to me. But I'm serious. Like, I think we should do something. I think we should do a video, and we should do some training stuff. Like, and like you said, 2025, let's get back into it, and let's keep the business going, keep it strong, keep your dream alive. But you have some talents in you, and we need to share it with the world.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. For sure.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our time tonight. Thank you again for Jon Dantzler joining us. He's an amazing dancer. Make sure you check him out on Step Up 3D. What was the Friends with Benefits? And Stomp the Yard, and the list goes on and on. And check him out soon. Miley Cyrus. And check him out soon with the Bad Boys. We're going to be putting some fire together. I believe it. It's going to happen. It's in the universe. So, Jon, thanks, my brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And everybody, thank you guys for joining. We'll see you on the next live.
Deuces, we love you.
Bye.